Welcome back to my channel. My name is Juliana. If you're new here, you're highly welcome, and if you're a returning subscriber, welcome back. So today we are playing with Mcgrath Mothership 1 palette, the Subliminal palette, and that's the packaging of the palette, and this is what the inside looks like. So it's mainly a cool tone palette. All the matte shades are cool toned apart from the blue, and that's what I've got my eyes. So I've got 6 shades in here, mainly these 2, the extreme black, and the 3 at this side. That's what I've got on my eyes. So it's going to be a beginner friendly smoky eye look. Also on my lips I've got a lipstick Guinevere. This is what that looks like. I've got like the mini version, and all the other details on my face will be listed in the description section, so you can have a look at that to just see what I've got on my face. And now let's get into the tutorial. I'm going to be using 5 shades in total from this palette. So I'll be using Blitz Blue, Ultimate Taupe, Depth, Skin Show Nude, as well as VR Violet for my inner corner. So I'm going to be starting with Ultimate Taupe, which is a kind of like skin tone shade, and I'm starting with that just more or less to kind of like set my primer. So I used the MAC Paint Pot as my primer. So literally just setting it on my crease because I don't want all the dark shades to go above my crease. So this is kind of like gonna tone it down and prevent me from taking the darker shades higher. Okay, now that that's nicely set, it's more or less my skin tone shade, so you won't really see it. Now I'm going into depth, and I'm going to start building up the smokiness on the side. So you want to start very low, literally on the side of the eyes. So don't take it too high, just start low, depending on how big your eye shape is. That's the kind of brush that you want to use. I'm using a Real Technique, kind of like not too soft but steady and fluffy. So just begin to build that dark shade on the outer corner, depth. So I'm just literally patting, no blending, no wishy-washy motion, just literally laying down the shade. Going back into Ultimate Taupe, I'm going to lay Ultimate Taupe on my inner lid, where I'm going to lay the blue eventually, and that's because I don't really like laying metallic shadows just on my lid without a base. But I don't want to use a blue base today. I just want to stick to this palette. It's also going to make any dark shade we put on the lid blend better. Going back into depth, I'm going to carry on building this. I'm also going to bring it to my lower lid. So be very careful. If you are not very good at applying this, you want to use a smaller brush. I'm going to swap to a smaller brush now, because I want precise application. I don't want that shade to go lower than I want it to be. And I'm literally going to flip that same brush, and I'm going to go into Ultimate Taupe, and I'm going to use that for my inner corner here. You don't want a dark shade in your inner corner really. You want a lighter shade to bring light into the eyes. And then going back into depth, I am blending the two together. I'm also going to use it to kind of blend the front here on my upper lid. I'm now going to start pulling it a little bit on the side, and this is going to depend on your eye shape. My eye shape is kind of like rounded, is folded. I've got a hooded eye, so I like to pull my shadow to the side. So I'm going to start to gently lay it on the side and pull it outwards. You don't want it to go too far. Notice I'm not using the black, I'm using depth, which is like in between gray and black, because I don't want it to go muddy on my lid. So literally just pulling it gently into the outer corner, and that's as far as I want to go. So now I'm going to go back into Ultimate Taupe and I'm going to blend my lid. Make sure that that dark shade doesn't go beyond my crease. And going back into depth again. Anyway, I've just lost it by using the Ultimate Taupe. I'm just going to bring back depth. I'm fine with how it is now, so I'm going to go into the black shade. I'm going into extreme black, and this is where you have to be very, very careful. So tap off the excess, and I'm going to start laying it down gently. Again, I am not swiping. I am literally just laying down, patting down the shade on my outer lid. Going back into that precise brush I used earlier, I'm going to use it to pick up extreme black and use it for my, just literally my outer corner here, right here. Don't bring it too far, just out there. You just want to darken and smoke up the sides. And that's it. I'm just literally stopping right there. So going back into that fluffy brush, picking up extreme black, I'm going to continue building my outer corner. Okay, I'm satisfied with how it looks for now. So now it's time to lay down the shimmer, which is the Blitz Blue shade. Alright, using the glitter primer, I'm using the Give Me Glow glitter primer. I'm just going to put a little bit on the back of my hand. I'm going to pick up the glue with a Colourpop brush E4. And I'm literally just using the brush on the glue. I'm going to lay it all over my lid where I want the Blitz Blue to go onto. So don't take it up, don't take it too far. And you see I'm stopping right in the crease, in the top of my crease. That's why I'm stopping. And I'm also going to put it on my lower lid, right in the front there. Okay, using that same brush with the glue, I'm going to pick up the Blitz Blue. And this will not ruin your shadow. Trust me, I do this all the time. So laying down Blitz Blue all over where I put the glitter primer. Just continue to build it up. Because of the glue, it's going to be slightly wet and it won't pick up too much at first. But just keep on building it up. Now I'm switching from swiping to just patting. Patting will give you more pigment, more opacity. Okay, now this is where I swapped my finger. Okay, I've got the blue where I want it to be now. So all we're going to do now is blend the crease. And for that I'm going to use a pencil brush. So use your pencil brush to pick up the Blitz Blue and spray it. So now we're going to blend Blitz Blue on the crease. Because it's wet, it's not going to give you any fallout. It's just going to blend the blue on the lid because we don't want any harsh lines. And this bit is going to depend on your eye shape. My eye shape is, like I said, I've got wooded lid, so I've got to take my shades higher above my crease, my natural crease. And that's what we are doing here. So if your eye shape is not as big as mine, then you want to stay lower. Just stop at your crease. But I'm taking mine above my crease because I'm faking it. The next thing to do now is to now blend that line of the blue. I'm going to blend it to the color of my crease, and I'm using like a pointed blending brush, so anyone will do. So I'm going to first of all touch it to depth. So going into depth, I'm going to blend the edges. So you don't want to go into extreme black first, because otherwise it might look like you've got a black eye. So depth should more or less blend it out for you. Besides, Blitz Blue has got a bit of black in it as well, so blending it even on its own will kind of give you like that dark shade. and that's all you want. And if you find that you've taken it too far, all you have to do is go into your powder shade and use it to blend the front. So that's my powder. Just kind of like use it in the front just to make sure that there's no darkness in the front of your eyes. Now going back into extreme black, I'm now going to blend the black over the blue. I'm satisfied with that. It's now time to apply our inner corner light shade. Using a detailed shader brush, I'm going to apply the glue in my inner corner. And now picking up Astra White, I'm going to lay that down in my inner corner. On top of Astra White, I'm going to lay down Skin Show Nude, making sure to spray to avoid fallouts. Going back to Blitz Blue, I'm going to put a bit of that on my lower lid. That's it for the eyeshadow application. I'm going to go apply my lashes, my mascara, and I'll be right back. Alright guys, I'm back. This is the finished look. So I've applied my lashes, my mascara, and a liner in my waterline. So I applied the Colourpop Prance in my waterline, and then Revolution liquid eyeliner, and Mcgrath Dark Star mascara. And this is what the finished looks like. So I hope you've enjoyed this tutorial. Let me know in the comment section what you think. Was it easy to follow? Was it an easy one to follow? Any feedback would be very helpful. And that's it. That's the look with Mcgrath Subliminal palette. Smoky eye look for beginners. Like I said, I hope you've enjoyed this tutorial. And until next time, I'll see you.